simultaneously more and more, we can represent them with a vector, and we can resolve and find the resultant of all the different quantities which are acting at the same time. Fine. And then we also discussed the behavior of circuit when the resistive circuit is connected. Fine. And in this case, we have a voltage source equation, that is V is equal to Vm sin omega t, and from this we derived the equation, that is of current I, and the equation of current I is Im sin omega t. Fine. So here we got the similar equation for current also in the case of resistive circuit. Only resistive circuit is fine. And in this case, we can plot the waveform of voltage equation with respect to time, that is V is equal to Vm sin omega t. And similarly, we can have another quantity, that is current, and we can plot the same curve of current also. Im sin omega t. Fine. So here both the quantities are in phase with each other. Both the quantities are in phase with each other, and the maximum values that we can represent with a value called Im, and here this is Vm and this is Im. Fine. So maximum value that we can have in both the quantities which are at the same time, we can say time period with respect to time. Fine. And both the vectors that we can represent, so voltage vector, which is a horizontal vector, this is a voltage vector VR, because here there is a voltage drop VR, and simultaneously the current vector, because there is no phase difference. Fine. So we can represent the current vector also in the same direction, current I. So here on the top of this diagram, it is represented two different vectors, VR and I. So whenever we represent the resistive circuit, we are going to have such kind of vectors representation on the circuit field. Fine. So this is AC through purely resistive circuit. We are also going to discuss about the power consumed of this purely resistive circuit, purely inductive circuit, and purely capacitive circuit. After all that components, passive components, if we discuss, then we are going to have the power equations. So this is regarding AC through purely resistive circuit. Similarly, we have discussed about the AC through purely inductive circuit. In that case, we had an equation of source voltage, that is Vm sin omega t, and then we derived the equation of current I is Im sin omega t minus pi by 2. Fine. Im sin omega t minus 90. Fine. And we plotted the different graphs also. So this is your voltage waveform with respect to time. So V is equal to Vm sin omega t. And what about the current? Current, which is 90-degree lag. The minus sign represents that it is a lag. Fine. So we can plot the graph of current I at 90 degree. So this is 0, 180, and 2, 360. Here it is 270. Fine. So we can start irrespective of magnitude, because magnitude of both the quantities may be different, may be equal. Fine. Suppose if the quantity Im has the magnitude which is smaller than the magnitude of voltage, then we can plot this graph accordingly. So this is the graph of current I. I is equal to Im sine omega t minus 90 degree, because whenever there is an inductive circuit and we derive the equations of current from the equation of voltage by inserting various parameters. So here we can say the vectors, if we want to represent here, we want to represent the different vectors. Fine. So this is x and y. Now voltage vector is a horizontal vector here, VL, because whatever the drop across this inductor is VL. Fine. And the current which is having a difference of 90 degree lag. So we can represent the current vector 90 degree lag on the downward side, current I. So the angle is 90 degree. Fine. So whenever there is a circuitry and if I represent like this, fine, VL and I, and the phase difference between the two is 90 degree, then we can say it is a purely inductive circuit. And the vectors where the current lags behind the applied voltage, current lags behind the applied voltage by 90 degree in purely inductive circuit, or we can say voltage is lead by 90 degree by the current vector line. Fine. So here we can represent in the form of waveform also, we can represent in the form of vectors also of both the quantities. And here the angle is 90 degree. Fine. So what is the value of power factor in purely inductive circuit? Power factor is cos phi, and if cos 90 is what? Is 0. So power factor would be 0. But in case of resistive circuit, we have seen that VR and I both are in phase with each other. So cos 0 is 1. So power factor is unity in case of resistive circuit and 0 in case of inductive circuit. Fine. We will see also when there are two different passive elements are acted in the same circuit, either connected in series or connected in parallel, and then we'll see the behavior of the circuit. Fine. So these equations are going to be helpful when we are going to combine both these two in RC, RL and RLC series circuits, as well as in parallel circuits also. Fine. Now the third circuit is the behavior of AC circuit when only capacitor is connected. So we can say AC through purely capacitive circuit. Then the voltage drop across this, that we can write it as VC. So the source voltage which is alternating in nature are applying, and the amount of current is flowing through this capacitor. Fine. So we are trying to derive an equation of current here from the voltage equation. Okay. So voltage equation is V is equal to Vm sine omega t, and we know the basic fundamentals of capacitor and their equations. So another equation which is very familiar, that is a charge Q is equal to C into V. Fine. Where C is the capacitor and V is the potential difference. And we also know that the amount of current flowing through is nothing but it is dq by dt, rate of change of charge with respect to time. Fine. So with the help of these three equations, we can derive an equation of current I. So here, by simply inserting the value of Q here, we can find the expression of I. Fine. And finally, we can get the equation of current by inserting the value of voltage here. So equation of voltage is Vm sin omega t. Fine. So C is the constant. D by dt, V is replaced with Vm sin omega t. Okay. And if we solve this, we can find C. Now the derivation of Vm is also a constant. Now sin omega t, the derivation of sin omega t is omega into cos omega t. Correct? Now this can be replaced in the form of sine also. Fine. So we can write I is equal to C into Vm. Vm is the maximum value of voltage. Omega is 2 pi f, fine. That is radian per second into sine. Okay. If we convert cos omega t into sine, then it would be omega t plus or pi by 2 plus omega t. Fine. Okay. So here also the condition that we can find maximum value of current when this angle would be unity. So sine angle, if the value of this is unity, we'll get the maximum value, and if it is less than this, then it would be changed. Fine. So here we can say maximum value of current that can be found when this whole term is unity. I mean the sine angle, whatever the angle is, if the value is unity, fine, then we can get C into Vm into omega into 1. So this is the value of maximum current Im, fine, where omega is 2 pi f, fine. So we will discuss about RC series circuit, about this equation, inductive reactance and capacitive reactance, fine. Okay. So here we can write the final equation of current. I is equal to Im sine omega t plus pi by 2. Fine. So in the case of inductive circuit, we received the equation that is omega t minus pi by 2, and here we received plus pi by 2. It means the current is a leading quantity in the case of capacitive circuit, isn't it? So here we have two equations of voltage. V is equal to Vm sine omega t, and the equation of current is Im sine omega t plus pi by 2. Fine. So in the case of capacitive circuit, the current leads the applied voltage by 90 degree. So this is 90 degree. Fine. So we can represent these vectors with respect to time t. So we consider as the reference voltage, reference waveform, and we can draw it like this. So it is V m sine omega t. Now, if you want to draw the vector current, irrespective of magnitude, equal or unequal, fine. So here, this is a 90 degree. Here also minus 90 degree, fine. Or we can say it is in the, but here we can represent this as I already told you that phase and phase difference, where the leading quantities are always ahead, fine. So we can draw this current waveform in this fashion also. So this is a current vector, fine, and we can say the difference is 90 degree here. Okay, so the current leads by 90 degree in purely capacitive circuit with respect to voltage, and voltage vector lags by 90 degree of current I. So here we can write the equation of current Im sine omega t plus pi by 2. So whenever it is represented here in the circuit, I will draw the two different vectors by 90 degree phase difference. Then we can say this is a purely capacitive circuit. Purely capacitive circuit. So in purely capacitive circuit, current is always in a leading position. So here if we draw the vectors, this is a vector VC, fine, because we have drawn the vector of VR, VL and VC on the same axis called X. Then we can represent the current by 90 degree lead. 90 degree lead here. So there are two different vectors, vector 1 and vector 2. So vector VC, which is lags behind the vector I by 90 degree, or current vector leads by 90 degree. Fine. So this way we can represent these vectors, and we can represent with the help of equations and waveform also. So till we have discussed AC through purely resistive circuit, AC through purely inductive circuit, and AC through purely capacitive circuit. Fine. Any question related to these three different circuits? If you have, ask. Otherwise, we can continue with RL series circuit. Any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Fine.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. We will solve a few examples also based on these equations. Fine. Now we'll see if these three different passive elements acting or connected either in series or parallel in the circuit, then we'll see the behavior of circuit, we'll see the waveforms, we'll see their vector diagrams, and we'll see their voltage and current equations also. Fine. Okay. RL series circuit. Okay. Now RL series circuit where resistor as well as inductor both are connected in series. We'll see their behavior while connecting these two in parallel also. In parallel also. Fine. So here in this circuit, the voltage source, AC voltage source V is equal to Vm sin theta or omega t is applied through this circuit and the current will flow. The amount of current will flow in series circuit is same from both the elements. Fine. So this is R, this is L. Now the voltage drop across this, that is considered as VR, and voltage drop across this is VL. Fine. Okay. Now we can even draw the different vectors. So VR vector and vector current I. Similarly, VL and vector current I. So if we consider the current is a common in both the AC circuit, then we can represent the current vector as a reference vector or common vector. So in that case, we can write VL. So VL is always lead by 90 degree in case of purely inductive circuit. So this is 90 degree. Getting my point? Okay. So we can write V is the supply voltage. Then VR is the voltage drop across R. And that we can write the amount of current flowing through is I into R. Then VL is voltage drop across L, and it is represented as I into XL, where XL is the inductive reactance and it is written as 2 pi F into L. So, or we can write omega into L also. So this is reactance and it is abbreviated as in ohm. Similarly, we are going to have two different resistances here. Resistance is due to resistor, resistance is due to inductor also. And we will introduce one new word that is called impedance. Fine, so impedance is the total resistance combined of R as well as L. Fine, so Z is the total impedance of the whole circuit, which we are going to derive the impedance triangle also today. Fine. So now here the current is a common vector. So in that case, we are going to have the vector diagram. So we can draw the different vectors of this combined effect of RC series circuit here. Okay. So here there are current as well as voltages. So two different voltage and voltage drops are acting in the same circuit. Fine. So we can draw. This is vector I, we can say. Fine. And we can represent the VR, which is due to resistor R, and we can represent VR on the same axis because due to this purely resistive circuit, vector VR and vector current I both are in phase with each other. So the angle between voltage and current is 0. Fine. Similarly, if you want to draw the vector for inductive circuit, because the current is a reference vector, we can plot the reference vector, that is VL, which is represented by 90° here with respect to vector I. So we can draw the vectors here in the circuit diagram, from circuit diagram, and we can have the voltage triangle also from this. So there are three different vectors, VL, VR, and I. So what is the resultant one? That is what we are going to find. So the resultant of this VR and VL is nothing but it is applied voltage, V. Because according to the Kirchhoff's voltage law, V is equal to VR plus VL, because whatever the voltage drop across the different passive elements is equal to the voltage of source. Fine. So we can write this. Okay. And we can represent in the form of vectors also. So from this, we can write the voltage triangle. Voltage triangle. The meaning of voltage triangle is that we can have the triangle of voltage representing VR. Now, similarly, we can draw the parallel vector here. So we can have another parallel vector here, that is VL, and by joining these two, we can find the resultant one, that is V, or law of parallelogram. Fine. So if know these vectors and we can find the law of parallelogram, we can find the vector V also. Fine. So here this is the vector, and vector V is the combined, total voltage applied to the circuit, and we can have VR and VL. Okay. So here we have three different voltages: source voltage, line voltage, and voltage drop across resistor, voltage drop across inductor. Now this is nothing but it is known as voltage triangle of this RL series circuit. Okay, and the angle between these two is nothing but it is your phi. Fine. So here we can have an equation of voltage, that is V is equal to Vm sin omega t. But what is the equation of current? The equation of current is going to change with respect to time, as the property of these two different passive elements going to change. Say for an example, if the value of resistance is increasing, if the value of inductor is increasing in the circuit, or either decreasing. Fine. So in this case, the voltage drop across various elements are also going to be changed. So here vector VR and VL may change, and according to that, the resultant vector is also going to change. Suppose if VR is going to reduced here, fine, then this would be your resultant. This would be a resultant of V. In that case, the angle phi is going to increase. Suppose if the value of VR is 0, when it is going to be 0? When this element value of resistance is 0. In this case, I into R is 0. So VL is 0. VL is 0. Or sorry, VR is 0. VR is 0. It means it is purely inductive circuit. So this vector VR will be 0, and we can represent the circuit with vector VL and current I with respect to I by 90°. Fine. So similarly, if vector VR is existed and if vector VL is going to reduce here, according to that, the phi is going to change. So phi is going to change from 0 to 90° in case of when VL is going to change according to the property. Fine. And we are also going to change from 0 to 90°. Fine. So here in both the cases, we can say the angle phi is going to vary between 0 to 90 degree. Fine. So this phi is going to change. Phi is going to change 0 to 90 degree. Fine. And this 0 to 90 degree is, we can represent in the form of current I also. So sine omega t minus phi. So when phi is equal to 0 here, so if you insert the value of 0 here, that means it will be acting as purely resistive circuit. Fine. So when the angle is 0 between the resultant vector and the current I, it means V is equal to VR in this case. Fine. So we can say this Im sin omega t minus phi. So phi is an angle which is varying between 0 to 90 degree, and this phi is represented here between the resultant vector and the horizontal vector. Agreed? Any question till anyone?
No, sir.
Fine. So
sir.
No, sir.
if it is purely resistive circuit, then there is no angle. Fine, as already discussed. And if there is a purely inductive circuit, the angle is 90 degree. But whenever there is a combination of both the elements, either in series or parallel, so there would be a difference, and there would be a range of that angle phi, phase difference, and that phase angle phi, that varies and that depends on the value of L and R, or the voltage drop across VL and VR. Fine. So here we can write an expression of V, that is I into Z, where VL is equal to I into XL and VR is equal to VI into R. Fine. So here we can represent the impedance triangle from this voltage triangle, and this impedance triangle is, so let me just finish this, remove this part. So here from this VL is IXL is the inductive reactance. Fine. So we can represent XL is equal to VL by I. Okay. So here the same triangle we can draw with XL is equal to VL upon I. Similarly, R is equal to VR upon I. And this is Z. Z is the impedance of V by I. And impedance is the total resistance, combined resistance of the circuit. Fine. It may be a resistive, it may be inductive. Fine. So if there is a combination of these two, then the total resistance is represented with the capital Z. Z is the impedance. It is also known as total impedance, total resistance of the circuit. And its unit is always in ohm. The unit of R is in ohm. The unit of XL, that is VL upon I, or we can say it is 2 pi F into L, or we can say omega into L. These are the different equations of XL, and the unit of XL is ohm. So unit of XL is ohm, unit of R is also ohm, and the unit of Z is also ohm. Fine. So here we can derive an expression of impedance from these different triangles, and we can find the equations of voltage, current, as well as total impedance here. Fine. So let us derive that different equations. So here we can write the equation of V is equal to under root of VR square plus VL square. Similarly, we can write an expression of this equation of voltages according to the circuit diagram. Fine. And by inserting the value, we can write I. So if I use the small I here, it will be considered as small I into R whole square plus I into XL whole square. You may consider this small I here also, fine. So we can write, if we take I common from this, then we can write I under root of R square plus XL square. Fine. So here V by I, or I can be represented V by Z. Right? So this term is the total impedance or total resistance of the circuit. Fine. So here we can represent V is equal to I into Z. I into Z. Right. So here we can write the impedance Z is equal to V by I, or V is equal to Z into I. Okay. So this way we can also write an expressions of impedance V by I, and it is similarly here written here, and we can find the various parameters from these different equations. Right. So the equation of impedance is Z is equal to under root of R square plus XL square. Right. So if you want to find out the total impedance, we can use the equation Z is equal to under root of R square plus XL square. So this is equation of impedance, and the unit is in ohm. Now consider, if the value of resistance is 0 in this case, then Z is equal to XL. Right? Z is equal to XL. We can say the circuit is purely inductive circuit. Suppose if the value of XL is 0 here, it means the value of Z is equal to R. Right? So we can say the circuit is purely resistive circuit. Similarly here, we can have different relationships of power factor also. So here we can write the equations of power factors. So suppose if you want to write the cos phi from this triangle, we can write that is V by VR. Or we can insert the different values of V. V is I into Z, or VR is equal to I into R. Sorry, it is a small I, fine. Considered as small I here. So IL will cancel. Am I right? Is it correct, this one? Is it correct?
R come up.
That's what I'm asking the question to you, that whether it is correct or not.
No, sir, R will come
Fine.
up.
So the equation becomes VR upon V. Fine. VR upon V. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine, fine. So people are not sleeping. Okay. So cos phi is what? VR upon V. Or the value of VR is I into R, and upon I into Z. Or we can write R by Z also. So if you want to find out the angle between these two, fine, we can have the different equations, that is V R upon V, fine, and we can find out the angle phi is cos inverse VR by V. And similarly, we can find the equation of phi with respect to R and Z here also. Fine. Okay. So here the angle is varying. The angle is varying between 0 and 90 degree. Fine. So 0 and 90 plus. Fine. So in this case, the resultant vector will vary from 0 to 90 degree. Fine. So we can represent both the different vectors, in the form of graphs as well as in the form of vectors also. Okay. So if you want to draw here, fine, we can also have the voltage waveform. This is V is equal to Vm sin omega t, which is a source voltage. And we simultaneously can draw the current also. And this current may vary from 0 to 90 degree. Fine. So here it may be any angle, and we can draw according to this. Fine. So this angle phi, which is which has a range from 0 to 90 degree. Fine. 0 to 90 degree here. So we can represent this vector current I with respect to Im sin omega t minus phi. Why it is minus here? Why it is minus here? Because the current vector is in lagging position. In purely resistive circuit, both are in phase with each other. But in inductive circuit, it is lagging. So resultant will be lagging. So the current will be lagging here in this case, and the voltage is a lagging quantity if it is RL circuit. Fine. So the combined effect is the current lags behind an angle phi, not 90 degree. Phi. Fine. So the value of phi may vary from 0 to 90 depending upon the value of R and L. Fine. So here we can write an equation of current I is Im sin omega t minus phi. Clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. And
sir.
we can have the vectors also, and we can draw the vector diagrams also from this. Correct? So the vector diagram is what? Vector diagram that we can represent with the help of two different vectors. Fine. Suppose if we draw the vector, voltage vector, then the current vector, which is varying between 0 to 90 degree. Fine. But the current vector is always represented in the lagging condition. So this is a lagging condition here, and these legs is Im sin omega t minus phi. So if phi is 45 degree, then it would be omega t minus 45 degree. Right? So we can represent two different vectors of voltage and current in this fashion. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Similarly, if we want to find out the angle phi from this triangle, we can find it out by tan inverse XL by R. So if we know the value of XL and if we know the value of R, by using an angle tan phi is XL upon R. So phi is equal to tan inverse XL by R. With the help of this also, we can find an angle. This angle can be found with the help of this equation also. So if we have the value of R, if we have the value of XL, if we have the value of voltage source, the remaining parameters that we can find. So if we have XL and R, we can find the total impedance Z of the circuit. And if we found the total impedance of the circuit, we can find the amount of current flowing through it. And if we found the total amount of current, then we can represent in the form of waveforms also. Also, we can represent in the form of current also, vector waveform also. Fine. So this is about RL series circuits. So voltage triangle and impedance triangle, from which we can found the various parameters. Fine. So power factor cos phi is R by Z. We can also find the power factor R by Z. Clear? Now let us discuss about the power for this RL series circuit, and then we will discuss the power for the remaining parameters like R, L, and C. Okay. So let us discuss about the power consumed by RL series circuit. Okay. So we know that the instantaneous power is P is equal to V into I. Fine. This is the basic equation of power P is equal to V into I. Now we have two different equations of RL series circuit. One that is V is equal to Vm sin omega t, and the equation of current I is equal to Im sin omega t minus phi. Okay. So by multiplying these two different equations, we can have the equation of power P, instantaneous power. Instantaneous power means at any instant we can find the power or power consumed by this circuit. Right. So with the help of this, we can write P is equal to V into I is equal to Vm sin omega t Im sin omega t minus. Clear. Now here there is a term sin, fine, sin and sin. So we can find by inserting, by multiplying 2 and by dividing 2. So 1/2 into Vm into Im into 2 times sin omega t into sin omega t minus. And same thing we can write 1/2 Vm Im. These are the maximum value Vm and Im. Fine. So here we can write 2 SS. Fine. So that would become C plus C. So cos omega t minus omega t plus phi. So minus omega t and plus omega t will be cancelled. So it will be plus phi. Fine. Minus cos omega t plus omega t minus phi. So here we can write 2 omega t minus phi. Clear? And if we solve this bracket, we can write 1/2 Vm into Im into cos phi minus 1/2 Vm Im into cos 2 omega t minus phi. Fine. This is the constant term, and we can say it is a real term. Here there are terms in which the multiplying factor is 2, and with respect to time is going to change. Fine. So this is an imaginary part of the circuit, and this is the real part of the circuit. So we can write the real part as 1/2 Vm into Im cos phi, and this term 1/2 Vm Im cos 2 omega t minus phi, that indicates the variation of power twice the supply frequency. Twice the supply frequency. T, fine, omega is 2 pi f. So here there is a term called 2f. Fine, so twice the frequency. Fine. So here we can consider that power, actual power consumed, that is equal to P is equal to Vm Im into cos phi. Or we can write Vm by root 2 into Im by root 2 into cos phi. Into cos phi. Fine. Or we can write Vm by root 2, that is Vrms. We have discussed about Vrms, that is Vm by root 2. Fine. RMS value is Vm by root 2 or 0.707 times Vm or Em Im. Fine. And similarly, we can have this Im by root 2 is IRMS, because IRMS is also Im by root 2 into cos phi. Cos phi. So power consumed by RL circuit, over one cycle, that we can represent as P is equal to Vrms. So every time we are not going to write RMS value here. So if it is V into I into cos phi, the meaning is V is the RMS value, I is the RMS value in this circuit. Value of voltage and current that is used in these equations are RMS values here. So 1/2 is divided into 1 by root 2 into 1 by root 2. Right? And we can write this equation of power VI cos phi. Power VI cos phi. Now here in this case, P is equal to VI cos phi. Fine. This cos phi is nothing but it is a power factor. Cosine angle which is multiplying with the equation of apparent power called Vi. Vi into cos phi is nothing but it is active power. So active power is always written as capital P, and the equation is Vi cos phi. Vi cos phi. So Vi cos phi is your active power, and Vi sin phi is also known as reactive power. Fine. So there are three different powers. V into I is apparent power. Vi into cos phi is your active power, and V into I into sin phi is your reactive power. So there are three different types of power, and the useful power, active power, is Vi cos phi here. So if the power factor cos phi is equal to 1, cos phi is equal to 1, I mean cos 90, phi is equal to 90 degree, cos 90 is 1. At that time, we will find the value of power that is consumed by R circuit only, resistive circuit only, because the power factor is unity in RL circuit. And if the angle value of this power factor is varying between 0 to 1. So when cos 90 is 0 and cos 0 is 1. Fine. Because we know that in RL circuit, the vector which is varying between 0 to 90 degree. Fine. So this phi will vary in between 0 to 90 degree, and hence the power factor is also varying in between 0 and 1 only. Right? So if it is 1, it is known as apparent power. If it is less than 1, then there would be a multiplying factor, that is cos phi. So Vi into multiplying factor. Suppose if your apparent power is 100 watt here, and if your power factor is 0.8 here, fine, then actual power consumed is 100, that is V into I into power factor cos phi, and cos phi is your 0.8 here. So actual power consumed by the circuit is 80 watt. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So today we discuss about RL series circuit. In the next lecture, again we are going to discuss about RC and RLC series circuit, and there are different factors, Q factors, and then resonance circuits and all such things. And then we will solve few of the examples based on these different equations. So you need to remember all these equations for examination as well as for your understanding. I hope the time is over, and any questions if you have, you may ask. Otherwise, we may stop the lecture here.
So please share the PDF.
Which PDF?
Today's one.
This is not PDF actually. This is
Okay, sir, notepad means.
and in PPT, whatever I write here right now will be raised. It will not be, but yeah, there is a video. You can watch all the things in video. I can share the PPT, but in PPT, these things will not be saved. Right? You can only get these diagrams. Okay. So if you want, I can share. Otherwise, I will share the video link also by today evening. Clear?
Okay, sir, thank you.
And all these different figures are available in the book which I already shared with you. That is Professor U. Patel. You will find all these diagrams in even U. Patel also, and BL Tareja also. Fine. The basic thing is that you understand it clearly. Then there is no need to remember such things. Fine. Okay. Fine. So thank you for joining.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Enjoyed the
Thank
video.
you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Any question?
Thank you, sir.